Right now, Blanche is asking whether Cohen's lawyer explored the possibility of a pardon, quote, because you were 100% open to accepting it. And I wonder if he has a text message of Michael Cohen saying, I am 100% open to accepting
yes, sir,
it. Yes,
says.
sir.
I mean,
there it is. All right. So he's, you know, is it possible? Yeah. So now he's acknowledging that he was 100% open to accepting it.
And does anyone doubt that if he had been given this, if Donald Trump had been, you know, more willing to kind of put more of his own skin in the game to protect Michael Cohen, that Michael Cohen would have stayed in the fold? I mean, I don't doubt that.
But let's just to underline this point, Jeff Zeleny, it's not just that Michael Cohen said he didn't ask for a pardon, and it turned out a lawyer was exploring it on his behalf. He said before Congress, I would not accept a pardon. Not I never asked for, but I never asked for, nor would I accept. And he just admitted that he was 100% open to accepting it. So again, Michael Cohen just admitted to a new lie.
Yes, so he's lied to Congress. He's lied to prosecutors in a courtroom. I think that, again, when you're a juror, we do not know how they're processing all this, but my guess is they are less in Michael Cohen's heads than we all are in terms of knowing this whole story. They are seeing this, so again, I think it's his demeanor and his presentation, and there was so much lying going on and other things. I mean, if you look at the documents, that's why they have the receipts and the paper trail. We'll just have to see how this all goes. But we haven't seen as much, and I'm interested in hearing from our reporters who are in the courtroom. How's the former president doing during all this?
It just says Trump has been looking in Cohen's direction from time to time while he testifies, which is different from how he has been in court in general.
In terms of sleeping and putting his eyes back.
Not sleeping, but just like looking straight ahead. The judge is over here. The witnesses are over there. When I was in court last week, a week ago today, he didn't look in Stormy Daniels' direction once, as far as I could tell. The witness comes in behind you and then goes up. But here we're told that he is looking at Michael Cohen. Trump leaned forward to read the congressional deposition testimony on the screen when it was pulled up, when he said that when Michael Cohen said in 2019 that he had not asked for, nor would he accept a pardon from Donald Trump. And he just admitted, Laura Coates, that he was, in fact, 100% open to accepting a pardon from Donald Trump.
This is important because jury instructions are going to be given to the jury at the conclusion of all of the evidence when they're getting ready to deliberate. And one is likely to be this Latin term that says if you're lying about one thing, you're lying about everything. And they want to be able to say any sort of lie that you've given, even in testimony today, not your past, but in before this jury, they can discount the things you said. It gives the jury a pass to be able to say, as I'm assessing your credibility in real time, I'm looking at you. That's why he's turning to the jury to have them see their face. He's well aware of body language and what he's doing, almost pleadingly saying, here's why I'm defensive. That's important for them. But also keep in mind here a power dynamic at play. You just described what's like in the courtroom. This is somebody who described himself early in the testimony as the equivalent of a puppy, a lackey who wanted validation and said he felt like he was on top of the world when Donald Trump would actually give him praise. He's the person now engaged and looking at him. I'm guessing as the jury, they're thinking to themselves, now why would Donald Trump be so more engaged this time? Why is he leaning in? Is there a dynamic, a power play happening? And how will that impact the measured tone of Michael Cohen?
And Tim Parlatore, I mean, Michael Cohen going before Congress in 2019 and saying he would never accept a pardon from Donald Trump, and admitting on the stand just now that he would 100% accept a pardon from Donald Trump. That's a new lie that we did not know about before. There hasn't been any evidence that Michael Cohen has said anything false in testimony in this case, but he certainly is creating a long trail of admissions of times he didn't tell the truth, including under oath.
Correct. And I think that may be why, Donald Trump is, leaning forward a bit more, because I think he knows kind of where this is going, because now they're bringing out new things that weren't, part of the direct, that, as you just said, a new lie nobody knew about before. And if he goes, in next to the part about how when he asked for this pardon and then Rudy Giuliani came back and said, the president says no and he doesn't want it brought up again.
Is that what happened?
Yes. And if that comes out, which they have emails of, that will then put into context his then conversation with his family about why are you being so loyal to me.
I haven't heard that yet, if they have emails of that.
It was in yesterday's congressional testimony.
Oh, I see what you're saying. In Congress, not here.
And that will...
Oh, that's from Rob Costello.
Right.
Okay.
So that'll put that into context. It'll also then take, at that point, Todd Blanche should go back to his direct testimony. And one of the great things he did here is he filled up the day on Tuesday and then took all day Wednesday where they could take the transcripts of his direct testimony, digest it, and get it all, laid out so that now he can go up and say, okay, so in your direct testimony, you said...
Yeah, well, he said Cohen said his public testimony was referring to the present tense, meaning...
What is
Donald Trump... Well, he said, and I wouldn't accept a pardon from Donald Trump